My apologies if I'm too blunt, me no mean to offend you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Music Rabbit Hole. I'm your humble host and music bus driver. On today's musical journey, episode number 133. Yes, we've done 132 of these, and we have another one in store for you today. Happy Friday. Hope you've had a great week and have a holiday weekend ahead for those here in America. I know I've got international listeners and all that sort of good stuff. Glad to have you with us regardless, and we have another big episode in store today. So first off, I wanted to shout out the podcast Did You Hear That, which you can listen to on Spotify. I'll link in the description as well. I appeared on Hayley's podcast earlier in the week, and we had a great conversation about, my love of music, her love of music, and, what her show is all about and our show. And it was just an awesome conversation, and I really encourage you to check out that episode. And we're kind of doing a collab this week because while I go on her show, for this episode, I had her suggest an artist for me to do for my show, and we're going to do that. So we're going to go down the rabbit hole today with G-Eazy from Oakland, California, 16.1 million monthly listeners. All the way back in 2010, G-Eazy was opening for guys like Lil Wayne and Snoop. In 2012, he hit up the Warped Tour and went on tour also with Hoodie Allen. His first album, Must Be Nice, which was independently released, landed at number 3 on the iTunes hip-hop charts back in 2012. Then some other albums came out. 2014, his major label debut, These Things Happen. When It's Dark Out, 2015. The Beautiful and Damned, 2017. 2020 put out kind of this indie rock-tinged record, Everything Strange Here. And 2021 was These Things Happen too. So a prolific performer, prolific rapper, one of those guys who he's one of those guys that had definitely his moment where he was, huge, I would say, at the time. He had this kind of span where his songs were all over the radio, really big. That's not to say he can't get back to that level, but I'd say right now he's kind of, I'm not going to say he fell off. I'm just going to say he's maybe not in the music sphere as much as he was, 4 or 5 years ago, but that usually means somebody's got something cooking. So I would not be surprised if we hear something big from G-Eazy. I know his mother unfortunately passed away a little while ago too, and so I think a lot's been going on in his world. But I wanted to do this episode, obviously for Hayley's suggestion, but also I think he deserves an episode here. And with rappers, it's definitely difficult because I try to, it's really hard to find artists that are in the exact realm or similar realm, and that's the idea of this show. So with G-Eazy, I did struggle a little bit because I wanted to find rappers that aren't just carbon copies of G-Eazy, but you could potentially like them if you enjoy G-Eazy's music. There are some artists I left off of this episode that are much bigger. For those who watch the show know I try to stay under 1 million monthly listeners for Spotify. So with this one, I didn't put Logic on this list or Vic Mensa or Skizzy Mars or Big Sean. Like, I try to stay away from the really, really big guys and go a little bit smaller here. So let's start this off. So this is Hayley's suggestion. She picked the G-Eazy song I'm going to start with, and it's going to go all the way back to that 2012 Must Be Nice album. This song is called Breathe. So we'll play a little bit of this, like 30, 40 seconds of it, and then we'll head down the rabbit hole.
My apologies if I'm too blunt, me no mean to offend you, but there is no discussion of it, I am cooler than you. They fly me out for shows, then I do what I'm sent to, rapping for 1,000 babes, packed inside a venue. I've been killing it for ages, always checking ages. If she ain't trying to fuck the first night, we're on different pages. We pregame, then we party, then the after party rages. After that is when the purple smoke billows up and hazes.
Breathe by G-Eazy. So just little tastes of that first independent record he put out about a decade ago. A lot of music since then, of course, but let's head down the rabbit hole. So we're going to start with the Massachusetts artist Meekins, who's actually has had songs played on the show before. 384,000 monthly listeners. Albums from 2010 through 2020. This is a single from 2013 of his. This song is called Better Days.
I just want you to know that I'm stuck in your soul. Funny, last week I thought it couldn't be so. What I see in your eyes, words can't come close. No matter what your father says, I just want you to know that you're a beautiful person, and I want you to grow. The way he talks to you is just so in a pro. I hope that you're strong when he's doing you wrong, and I hope you find comfort in the words of these songs. Now sing along, and while I tell you this story, just listen closely. I know you like my music, but look, you don't really know me. See, I live outside the city where there's nothing going on. I just look around for meaning while I'm sitting on my lawn.
Better Days, Cam Meekins. With G-Eazy, it's tough because there is kind of this like darkness to him, like as far as like his music and things like that, where like I wouldn't say all his songs are like super light and fun and happy. So it's hard to find artists that kind of match that, because there's a ton of rappers that I'd say have really awesome flows and are, but more it's like happy-go-lucky music. And with G-Eazy, I feel like there's this kind of darkness to him. So I did my best here. Number 2 on our list from New York, we're hitting up Jonas. He's been on this show before. 322,000 monthly listeners. Album from 2011 through 2022. This is from the 2015 record Going Places. The song is called Photo.
I could tell that they love my style. In the club, we always bring a crowd. Leave your girl, she might be a while. I can see you in the corner staring, motherfucker. You should take a photo. Oh no, I'm about to go, yo. Shorty dropping low to pick it up. She like a yo-yo. And I'm getting so much action, I should be sponsored by GoPro. Back with a little more Hennessy inside of my red Solo. And I'm that crazy, man, I'm back. Baby, everybody in the club say this track wavy. I get stacks daily, man, these G's don't faze me. I was about to catch a body.
That is Jonas. Third on our list, we're hitting up one of my favorite artists here, Soul from Seattle, Washington. He's been prolific for a long time. 226,000 monthly listeners. This song of his is from 2012. It's called Paint.
If my songs go pop, 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 what makes you think I'm not okay with that? I took my backpack off, ready to change the game and run the track. Y'all thinking I'ma fall off? I'm Thomas the Engine. 2 seconds, you get your rocks off. That's right, I said you're all soft. So I paint over the scene like I'm Bob Ross. I got weed songs, if you smoke good. I got peace songs, hope you ain't so hood that you can't kick it, get it, have a party. Oh shit, homie, don't hurt nobody.
Paint by Soul. Before we move on to the next 2 artists, I do want to stop and remind you, please like, comment, and subscribe to the show. If you enjoy the video, you click the thumbs up button. If there's a band or artist you've not yet heard and you'd like to hear on a future episode, go ahead and just drop a comment below. Share your thoughts on the episode as well. I love the comments where it's like, so-and-so sounds nothing like, G-Eazy or something like that. It's like, it's all opinions. I try to put together a good list. Go do your own show if you want to make your own list. But I do appreciate any and all feedback and comments and all that good stuff. I mean, that just shows people are watching and listening. So I really, really enjoy that. Latest update on the subscriber mark right now. We're at 2,600 subscribers. We finally hit the 2,600 mark. I'm excited for that. Thank you for subscribing to the show, and I encourage you to do so if you'd like. New episodes every Friday morning. Number 4 on our list from California, we're hitting up Ivan B. 433,000 monthly listeners. Albums from 2017 through 2022. This one's from 2017. It's called Back to You. Trying to capture some of that introspective side of some of G-Eazy's work, that like more emotional side with this recommendation.
Baby, I've been waiting for you. Baby, I've been thinking about you. On the phone every night until 2. I promise I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. I think of you under city lights. Like once a year you get to see me twice. I can't take any more of these petty fights. I can't talk right now, I'm about to take a flight. Hang up and my heart aches. One step from a heartbreak.
Back to You by Ivan B. All these songs will be in a Spotify playlist, the link of which will be in the description of the video. All right, we got one left on this Friday. Everything all started with the man from Oakland, G-Eazy. We hit up Cam Meekins, Jonas, Soul, Ivan B. We'll end today's episode with the duo from Philly, Moosh and Twist. Albums from 2013 through 2020. This is off the 2018 record Take Me Back. The song is called Take Me Back, and this will be the song to take us out on this Friday. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Hope I just gave you some new music to potentially listen to. Shout out to Hayley. Go listen to that episode. I'll put a link to that episode in the description. Check out the Did You Hear That podcast. Check out this show. This show's audio podcast version as well. I appreciate all of those watching and listening to the video. I'll see you next week. This has been another episode of the Music Rabbit Hole. One more time, Moosh and Twist. Take me back.
Looking at my phone till it rang, throwing down for my school. It's the homecoming king. I'm coming for prime, man. You know it's our time, man. Do exactly what I say, so who the hell is Simon? I got on Vans, my women rocking that Louis. Stop playing, let me hop in that ooey gooey. No, JK.